What's up, YouTube family? Welcome back to another video on Gridiron Flock TV, bringing you back another video, man. And yeah, disappointing game, man. Disappointing game. Bills versus Ravens, 40-41. My Ravens lost, man. We're gonna be going over different things in this video. Definitely was a tough game, man. I already said it was gonna be a tough game. We're going to talk about how we gave up a 15-point lead. The Bills scored 22 points in the fourth quarter. D-Hop, spectacular catch. Derrick Henry getting 169 yards, 2 touchdowns. He had a spectacular game. And Lamar Jackson, he balled out as well. Ultimately, Derrick Henry, his fumble caused us the game as well. Defense didn't play well at all. For Josh Allen to get 22 points in the fourth quarter, that's egregious. That's crazy. It's crazy. I've seen us playing man coverage at times. I've seen us playing zone coverage. But Keon Coleman, he tore us apart, man. Nate Wiggins was on him. Then we had Awuzie on him, and then we had Marlon Humphrey. We put guys on him. Jair was on him at times. This whole game, man, it really disappointed me, man. Disappointed me because we played such a great game in all three phases. I'm talking about offense, defense, and special teams. We should have won the game. Simple as that, man. We should have won the game. I don't understand what happened. Our defense just showed that we just not there yet. We not there yet. Pass rush looked suspect, man. I don't know if it was the blitz packages. I don't know what we were in, man. I just don't know. But we about to look at the stats. Let's just look at the stats right now. We only got 1 sack on Josh Allen. They got 2 sacks on Lamar Jackson. Crazy, man. Manabike was on him when I got a sack. I remember that play on the game. Mike Green, he wasn't there. Dauphin Owe wasn't there. I just was like, man, we wasn't getting no pressure on Josh Allen that whole game. Zay Flowers got 7 receptions for 143 yards. He balled out. Derrick Henry, 169 yards, 2 touchdowns, averaging 9.4 yards per carry. Lamar Jackson, 70 yards, 1 touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins had 2 receptions for 35 yards. He played a great game. Now, Rashad Bateman, he wasn't, really a factor in this game. He only had 2 receptions for 10 yards. Honestly, man, our offense played well. What really changed this game was the fumble with Derrick Henry. I feel like the fumble with Derrick Henry changed the game. And then the defense. The defense started slacking in the second half real bad. We was doing great in the first half. I don't know what happened. I don't know what caused things to take a turn. I really don't know. Really need to do better with communicating on defense. We don't look good on defense at all. And this is against the Bills, a top-tier team. Now, whenever we go against, I don't want to say a sorry team because every team in the NFL, I'm not going to call the team sorry. But when we go against an average team, we play well. We play great. We get after the quarterback. We dominate. But when we go against these top-tier teams, man, we always do this. We had the lead in this game. We had a 15-point lead. They came back and beat us in the fourth quarter. 22 points. That is uncalled for, man. I'm going to be honest with you. Our offensive line is horrible. Horrible. Dan Falele, he is horrible. Hurt the whole time on the inside all night. Offensive guards. And I was saying this the whole time. I say, we got to see how our offensive guards do this year. I've been saying that the whole time. I said, we got to see how our offensive guards do this year. We got to see. Come on. You got one job. Block. Pass block. Pass block is horrible. And Roger Rosengarten, he did all right tonight, but the pass rush, man, they was beating him at times. And I'm just like, God, dog. I mean, we not getting no help on the right side. Total game disappointed me, man, because Derrick Henry balled out. D-Hop had the spectacular catch in the end zone. I mean, that was a filthy catch, man. Nasty, filthy catch, man. And then we always do what the Ravens do. We always have the lead. I remember ever since I've been young, I used to see it with the Ravens and Steelers game. We have the lead, and next thing you know, it always comes down to the second half and the fourth quarter, and the Steelers always come back and beat us. Ben Roethlisberger, always. And then so happily, it's always the last drive of the game. He gets down into the end zone, and then he throws it, and then it's a clutch catch on the side, and then we lose. Or they kick a field goal and we lose. Same thing happened Sunday night. 15-point lead. Josh Allen shotgun. He throwing screen routes. He's throwing on the seam, on the sidelines right there. Get better at pass blocking, man. We gotta be able to block and hold these blocks long enough for Lamar. And wide receivers gotta get open quicker. Defense looks suspect as hell. We not getting no pressure at all. Besides up the middle. I see we was getting pressure up the middle. I give Metabike and Travis Jones credit. We were getting pressure up the middle, but on the outside, we get washed out. They wash them straight out. And I mean, Josh Allen just scrambles up the middle, buys out time, and you already know once he buys out time, it's a wrap. He gonna find somebody open. I mean, crazy, man. Keon Coleman, the crazy catch in the end zone by the tip ball from the tight end. I mean, that's crazy. Like, nobody has seen any of this coming. Like, come on. Ain't no way.
Playing on a Sunday night football game like that on the road in a tough environment, and you just make a couple plays that aren't, game-defying plays. I feel like we missed a couple of those throughout the game. I just think about Caham forcing a fumble and it bounces off an O-lineman's foot and kicks out of bounds. I mean, wow. And then one that I didn't see till I watched film was the 4th and 2 when we were up 40-25 with about 3:52 left in the game. I didn't know that ball got tipped because I was chasing down Josh and ended up getting a QB hit on him. I guess Knox, I don't even think it was intended for Knox. I think it was intended for Shakir, who's behind him. And then Knox ends up tipping it up and Coleman comes down with it on a 4th and 2. I mean, that stinks for us. Just after that, then you had the turnover. And, something I want to say about Derrick Henry that I was so impressed with, just how accountable he was. Like, I admire people like that, how he played his ass off all night. And then to be able to take accountability when he didn't, he had a mistake, but more so we shouldn't allow a team to score 41 points. So I think, as a defensive player, that's on us.
That's listening to Calvin Noy, man. It's honestly, man, crazy game. He made a point. Derrick Henry held himself accountable, of a mistake that he had with fumbling the ball. And we go listen to Derrick Henry and see what he had to say as well, man.
It seemed like for the first 3 quarters, you guys were cruising in and feel like a big rhythm, and then in the fourth quarter, it seemed like it kind of a little out of sync there.
Well, first of all, I got to take care of the ball. Told my teammates after the game, put the loss on me. I own it like a man. We emphasized taking care of the ball since we got back. It's a big emphasis, especially in our room as running backs, taking care of the football, keeping it high and tight, and not like it days ago, and they made a play, but yeah, I put this loss on me. If I take care of the ball, I feel like it'd be a different situation. But as far as offense, we just got to execute, and we didn't do as well, at the end. So we just got to look at the film and correct it.
Derek, how do you prevent this type of loss from occurring?
Self-inflicted wounds, taking care of the football. Like I said, I put that on me. You give a team like that a chance to get the momentum and flip the game, then you put yourself in a bad spot. I put the team in a bad spot by not taking care of the ball.
Like Calvin always said, you can see that Derrick Henry is taking full accountability of the situation of fumbling the ball, and it's a crazy situation, man. Give credit to Ed Oliver, man. he balled out. You know, he's a all-pro guy. You know, he's a vet in the league, so you know he understands his assignments, and he took advantage of Falele. You gotta give him credit. Ed Oliver took advantage of Falele. Number 91, he did his job, man. You know, Falele, he was giving him the lanes, giving him the openings, wasn't blocking him fully, and honestly, that caused a whole domino effect. Once your offensive guard gets beat, and then the D tackle understands what's coming, and he see where the ball is at on Derrick Henry. Yeah, it's gonna be a tough tackle, but shoot, if I make somewhat of a tackle, my guys will come help. Once they come help, now I could just focus on the ball, and that's what happened. He was making a tackle. He was by himself a little bit. His guys came. You know, one or two guys came. Now he could focus on the ball, so he was able to strip the ball out fully, and it happened. I mean, you could blame Derrick Henry, but at the end of the day, we gotta blame the offensive line. It started right there. I mean, once your offensive line get beat, I mean, it's all open from there. I mean, the quarterback can get sacked, running back can get tackled for a loss in the back of the field. I mean, you could lose yards just like that.
I don't know. I wish I knew. I don't know. We is kind of banging our heads on the wall with it at this point. I mean, first and foremost, the offense puts up 40 points. No way that we should be in that position as a defense. I don't know. We just got to figure out how to win games. I mean, we're winning them for 45 minutes. Got to win for 60 minutes. So, new week next week, we'll get it fixed and try to be 1-1.
Is there anything in specific that we're doing there, like in the fourth quarter, that was giving you guys issues in the secondary?
Oh no, I have to watch the film. Just too many catch tackles for 8 yards. I don't know. That's something that we should have a coach on film.
Kind of like, is it doubly annoying that they had to pass? You guys still couldn't stop them, like.
What was that? The first part?
Is it doubly annoying that you knew that they had to pass to, move the ball downfield?
Yeah, I mean, you talk about it all offseason, how we struggled last season in the beginning, and it's a new year, it's a new team, and then we come out and do that, and it's like we're saying the same things, or we're saying something different, but we're doing the same thing. So I don't know if it's something mentally that we got to get over, it's a mental block, but like I look up at the scoreboard when they're about to kick the field goal and it says they got like 400 passing yards or something, about to throw up on the field.
Josh Allen had 394 yards. 394 yards. You might as well round it up. Yeah, 400 yards. Like, the man almost threw for 500 yards on us, man. That is ridiculous. We got vets on the defense, especially in the DB room. Kyle Hamilton, Marlon Humphrey, Jair. Come on, man. Awuzie. I get it. Yeah, it's just the first game. Yeah, they didn't play in the preseason. Okay, I get it. Hey, I get it. Let's wait and see what happened against the next top-tier team. Let's see what happens. I want to see what happens. Since this is just the first game, going against a top-tier team, we didn't get to play in the preseason. None of our vets and none of that guys, none of our starters like that. Let's wait until we play against another top-tier team. Let's see how we look then.
Was there a point that you felt the momentum start to turn? Did it kind of come on you guys suddenly, or was there something that you can pinpoint?
Nah. It was just the duration of the game.
I ain't gonna go crazy over it. It's okay. It's the first game, one game. We're gonna move on from it. We're gonna learn from it though. I hope they do learn from it. And listen to this Jair. He know the secondary messed up. He know they gotta do better. You can tell, you can hear it in his voice. He know that.
Up by 15, I'm sure you felt like you had the game in hand.
Man, you just got to finish the game. It's never over until it's 0-0-0 on the clock. We found that out tonight.
Lamar, did you have a say on that 4th and 3rd yard? Breathing coaches there at all?
No, I was cramping, so that's why I pretty much jawed out the field. Because if I wasn't, everybody here know I would have been trying to go for a 4th and 3. But.
And that's another thing, the 4th and 3. People talking about that we should have went for it on the 4th and 3. If it was 4th and 1 or 4th and inches, yeah, go for it. 4th and 3, nah. And then you lead them with field goal range. And then I get it too. yeah, we go for it, lose it, but if they score or get a field goal, that still gives us more time on the clock to still score, to end the game. But I feel like we did the right thing by putting the ball. It's just our defense should have held them down. That simple as that. Defense should have got pressure, and we should have held them down. No, the defense didn't do their job. So, I mean, I can't blame that on John Harbaugh or the offensive coordinator or Lamar Jackson for not going for it on the fourth and 3. I mean, nah. We should already be doing our job. It shouldn't come down to no 4th and 3.
You have a couple of these, losing the fourth quarter, these like 2 scores the last few years.
Yeah.
What do you kind of feel about what is the pattern there, and how do you feel about that first to make that happen on your record?
I don't really know about the pattern part, but all I know is when we up in the fourth quarter, like I said, the game is not over until 0:00 o'clock, and you just got to keep converting from 3rd downs or whatever, keep putting points on the board as much as we could.
We got to keep putting points on the board. Like, even if we got a 15-point lead, hey, let's get a field goal. Hey, let's get a touchdown. You know what I'm saying? Hey, defense, go out there, hold them down. You know what I'm saying? Get the ball back to the offense. I feel like the defense thought the game was over too soon, and then we just already, settled with the score. You know what I'm saying? We up by 15. We thinking it's the fourth quarter, the game over. No. So Lamar Jackson saying what he said just now, yes, we got to keep scoring. We got to keep putting points on the board, especially against quarterbacks like this. You cannot allow Josh Allen to still have a way to win the game. That's like Ben Roethlisberger back in the day with the Steelers. But we going to learn from this. We going to bounce back from this. Was an amazing game, amazing performance by the offensive players. D-Hop, Zay Flowers, he balled out. Derrick Henry balled out besides the fumble that he had. Mark Andrews, he only had 1 catch for 5 yards, so he wasn't really a factor in this game either. But I feel like we're going to open it up even more next week against the Browns. So we go see how things go, man. I just want to bring y'all this video, man. Like, share, and subscribe. Let your family and friends know about this channel, man. It's the Gridiron Flock TV, all Ravens news, breaking news, trading news, my reaction to the games per week. Also, maybe some news throughout the AFC North division, especially the weeks that we're going to, playing against teams in our division, which will be this week against the Browns. So we go see how this whole thing play out, man. As always, man, y'all already know, Gridiron Flock TV, we out.